women who are not as attractive in the face, but they got body, I noticed they'll use their body to get the attention for them. And I was talking about this with a coworker the other day because we both noticed that this new girl, she's not, and I don't like to call people ugly, but you know, you can tell when people aren't as good, medium ugly or average or whatever you want to call it. And it was, I noticed it first. I noticed it by myself. But then I also was talking to my coworker and she mentioned it by herself when we were talking. And I was like, yeah, I noticed that too. But I've heard this a lot. I've seen this a lot in my life where girls who have body or an ass will use that instead of, to get attention from the men. And this particular woman that we're talking about is like a pick-me to the max. She's always around these two dudes. And I can tell they be trying to get away from her because they be trying to talk to me. And I noticed when those guys because she'd be always with them. But then I noticed when they see me and they come up to me, the two guys, and they start talking to me, like we just cool. She gets a little stank face and a little weird because like for number one, they're coming to me. I'm not coming to them. So I don't, first of all, I look thirsty. She looks thirsty. She's always approaching them, coming to them. I let people come to me. I attract. I don't do the looking for the men thing. Like, people come to me. And I noticed right with that, a lot of women envy me for that in my workplace. I noticed that with a lot of people. The pick-me-sha that I always talk about in all my videos, the girl I work with every other day, the one that's shaped like a Dorito, she's the one who's always hating on me for that. Because I don't have to do too much to get attention. I don't have to say anything. I'm very quiet. But my presence, my aura, how I carry myself, how I dress in the workplace, I don't care where I work, I'm always going to come dressed as my best. And I just happen to be cute. And I can't help that. But, I don't go begging for attention. Like, this girl, let me tell you guys what this girl did. So there's this male manager that we have. He's like Bow Wow's complexion. Very attractive man, right? And I noticed one day this girl, and me and my coworker were both talking about this the other day, how the girl with the big ass, who's like medium ugly in the face, she pretended to drop something on the floor because she has a really big butt, like it's noticeably big, right? She's really thick. But I noticed she uses her ass a lot. So one day she dropped something on like purpose and tried to pick it up. And the way she bent down was almost like in front of Bow Wow looking guy to kind of get his attention. And we was just looking at her like, girl. But she's always insinuating her ass, like doing things just to get attention. And I'm like, girl, why you have to do all of that? But I noticed this even in TV shows. If a girl has a body but not a face, she's going to use it like as a tool to attract attention. And you don't have to do all of that. I just recently made a video saying being ugly is a choice because there's so many resources. Like all the girl had to do, because she's not ugly, she just had to comb her hair, put on get some acne wash, get some moisturizer, and just take care of your skin. You don't have to put makeup on. Makeup is a beauty enhancement, and I'm pro beauty enhancements, but to look just naturally pretty, there's so many things you could do. There's vitamin supplements. There's so many things you could do. Eating healthier, just taking care of your hair. If you don't know how to do hair, just, simple slick backs. Just don't make your hair look too crazy or going all over the place. looking like you just woke up out of bed. Comb your hair, push it back a little bit. Just make your hair look neat before you go. Wear a hat if you have to, a cute hat. Make your clothes make sense with what you got going on. Just don't come out the house looking like anything. But then get mad at the girl who put in the work to just look nice today. And it's not for male attention either. It's for myself. I love making myself look nice. And in turn, I attract, because how you feel about yourself is how you treat yourself. And how you treat yourself is a reflection of how other people are going to treat you. I don't have to do all of that. I don't wear makeup every day. I don't wear extensions every day. I don't have to. Because I take care of my natural beauty aside from enhancements. I don't just put enhancements on and forget about my natural self. That's not what we do. I make sure my skin is clear. You know what I'm saying? Taking collagen, doing what I got to do. I have an affordable hairstylist that I go to. I can do my own hair sometimes, but I prefer to go somebody to do my hair just because, the professionals always do it best, right? But if you can afford a hairstylist every 2 weeks, just, slick your hair back, comb it. Just make sure it's neat looking at the very least. You know what I'm saying? Don't wear a bonnet outside. This girl be wearing bonnets. Like, you don't have to do, just make yourself look presentable. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money to look nice. There's Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. There's Poshmark. You can break your payments down with Klarna even further with some of these, Afterpay. There's literally, unless you just don't have a job, because I've been homeless before, and that's a time in my life where I felt like I didn't have pretty privilege, but that was just because I couldn't buy my skincare products, the things that I needed to take care of my skin. Not to say I was ugly or anything, but taking care of your skin just to get that glow coming out of your skin. Like, there's a glow that I have when you're healthy, when you are healthy, you have this glow about you in your. It's like a radiance. I don't know how to explain it, but drinking lots of water, that'll help. Lots of fruits and vegetables will help. You can get some of that nutrition out of your fruits and vegetables that you would get out of supplements if you can't afford them. Like, there's so many things you could do with your appearance these days that's affordable. Beauty enhancements are just like the icing on the cake. Just take care of your base level, your physical, your body, your skin, your hair. Trim your nails. You don't have to get your nails done if you can't afford it. But for the women who use their bodies, for attention, I don't think that's the right way to get attention, because the way you're trying to attract the attention, it's just going to get you the wrong type of attention from the male gaze. Sexual attention, and we want more than that from the opposite sex. We don't want them to just want us for our bodies, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because some of these same girls be having the bombest personalities, and I could tell, but they'll be so insecure that they just forget, about other characteristics that they might have. It's not always about the looks. Looks are always a plus. Being attractive is a gift for sure, no doubt. And I feel like, honestly, collagen can achieve having a lot of people looking more attractive. I don't know, there's something about collagen that just makes the cells in your skin just look so much put together. I don't know what it is. If I go 2 days without my collagen, I just don't feel like the same. I just don't feel the same. So I feel like collagen, if y'all don't have nothing else, have some collagen stored away. I feel like I'm aging backwards. I don't know, but I just feel like women shouldn't lead with their sexualness, if that's a word. I just don't feel like that's the right way to get the attention that you're looking for. Some of the guys that, women will get the attention with their bodies like that, like bending down on purpose. Like, these guys are hip to what's going on, and sometimes they'll be laughing. Like, Like, they know what time it is too. So I just don't think that's just the right approach to get the male gaze. I just don't. Be mysterious. Don't try to be seen. Just stand out on your own. Don't force it. And I do get it. We're all insecure in something that we have. So we overcompensate with the other thing. And that's just kind of human nature, because part of being a human, one of our biggest, and Dr. Phil said this, he always says this, one of our main needs as humans is acceptance. One of our biggest fears is rejection as human beings. So I get it. I do get it. But we have to learn self-love at the end of the day, no matter what we look like. And it's like, you can't win for losing. If you're really pretty, but you got a really skinny body, people are going to body shame you for that. But if we all just learn to accept who we are, how we come, just learning to love yourself unapologetically, you'll start to take care of yourself better. And when you take care of yourself, you attract the right attention, because that's the energy you're putting out there. So what you put in is what you get out. And that's all I have to say for this video. Let me know what y'all think about this, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Thank you for listening.